To another edition of Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. It is Monday, the 22nd of December. Happy holidays. I know you guys are getting ready for that last minute hustle and bustle of getting gifts and food and getting everything ready and going out shopping and getting all your stuff. And it's an exciting part of the year. And it's my favorite, one of my favorite months because I love Christmas. I love everybody. Seems like to be like they're a little bit more friendly with everybody, whether they mean it or not. It seems that way when it comes to Christmas, and it's just not like it used to be. I know, and it's changing. So I like to keep all that positive energy out there, folks. And maybe because I was born in December, maybe that's why too that I love the winter and love the holiday. We got a great show lined up for you guys. It's Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Let's call it 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, the men and women in the military, our veterans who fought for our country, and mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch. So we got a lot of good things going on today. Seventh Heaven and the boys are going to take us in. It's showtime. Let's go to work. Ho, 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 everybody. Happy holidays. That's right. It's Monday, the 22nd of December. Boy, hope you guys had a great weekend and hope you're having a great morning and a great day. So much to talk about. Christmas and holidays and the Chicago Bears and New Year's Eve and Birthday Bash coming up and all that other good stuff. Let's get to some good stuff. Let's get right to the point of the show. Hopefully, folks, our sponsor, Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, there's so much going on now. How about save between $50 and $150 on Milwaukee's modular pack-out tool storage system when you spend $199 or less or more, excuse me. It's beautiful. You got to love that, the Milwaukee pack-out, because what they do, folks, you can, all the tools that you have, you can put them all in a nice little storage system. It looks really cool. Every garage, every home should have one. Also, don't forget the free $10 gift cards. Get a free $10 gift card when you purchase a $50 gift card. Now, that is 2 per limit. Don't forget the Carhartt clothes they have to keep you nice and bundly warm in the holidays with the winter and everything like that. And let's not forget Christmas lights and Christmas decorations are all 20% off. But if you're looking for that last minute stocking stuffer or just a regular gift you want to give somebody, which is pretty cool, they're called Perfect Pets. The lifelike sleeping pet that breathes. They're wonderful companions for seniors and children, providing a lifelike, loving ownership experience, starting at $35.99. You can't beat it from our good friends from Ace. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Thank you. Happy birthday again to my good friend Jackie from Ace Hardware, Raffaello, and everybody. Always a pleasure with you guys. And what's important also to see you guys here today, this afternoon. I want to thank everybody that showed up at Chicago Prime Steakhouse on Friday. What a party that was. Slammed, jammed, ram, bam. A lot of fun. So thank you all for coming out there on Friday night. Saturday, we had a busy day too. We started off at the Radcliffe Senior Home Center in Saturday in beautiful Wooddale. Thank you, Daryl Armistad, the professor, for that. And I want to thank Lisa and everybody because they book us there once a month for the whole year. And it's just great seeing some of the the seniors enjoying some of these great traditional Christmas songs and the regular great songs of the Rat Pack and all that great stuff. And they seem like they're having a good time. So thank you for that. And then, of course, I need to thank a big shout out to Mr. Ron Onesti and the Onesti organization. Of course, Johnny Maggio, Richie, and the crew, and everybody. Richie, of course, his brother. And everybody, the staff that does great work at the Club Arcada Speakeasy in St. Charles. If you never had a chance to get out there, you should. I don't know what you're waiting for, but it's a place to be because not only you have the Speakeasy and you got the disco, Studio 64, and you got the restaurant, and of course, the theater and all that great stuff. But we were fortunate to be there 2 nights, Saturday and Sunday. And I want to thank the main event band, Jerry Jams, Danny Ramundi, and Tony Toto on Saturday night. And I also want to thank Tony Toto for being there on Sunday. Nice little crowd on Sunday. Great seeing my friend Nina and Gina and Carol and everybody, some of the people that were there on Saturday. The theater was great. They had the Infinity Christmas show, that Wizard show, which was a big event over there at Christmas time. They had them downstairs in the theater. We were upstairs in the Speakeasy. DJ Tony O was in Studio 64. Great night to some degree, but of course, when you have the Chicago Bears playing on a Saturday night, it just kind of screws all up for the entertainment field. Maybe not the concerts because you already bought the tickets, so you got to go. But if you're just going to go see the performers, or you're just going out to see something, and the Bears are on, especially when against Green Bay Packers, it's a whole different ball game. And we're going to get to that a little later. But anyway, thank you guys so much for that. And it was a great weekend. And this week, of course, there's Christmas Eve and Christmas. I don't know. Hope you guys got everything last minute done and everything you need to get done. Our Christmas Eve is going to be, most of the family, all the family will be around Christmas Eve, except for my sister, because she has something else she does. She comes on Christmas Day. But all the kids and, of course, all of us are there. And we're going to have a great time, play some games, do some cocktails, some great food, and just have a great time on Christmas Eve. My mom's going to sleep over, and Christmas Day, it's kind of low-key Christmas Day. Like, I don't know if I've said this to you guys a couple times before if you listen to the show. When I was growing up, Christmas Eve was nothing to us in our Italian family. I was either at my friend's house or my girlfriend's house or whatever it was when I was growing up. Christmas Day was the big thing for all of us. And it's vice versa now. Christmas Day over here is basically nothing. But my mom and my sister's coming, so we'll sit and have a little cocktails and some food, and just enjoy the holiday spirit. And it's a lot of fun. But then Friday on the 26th, we'll be returning to Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg, folks, and to keep the tradition going. Very, very cool. And then, of course, we got the 2 birthday bashes, and we're excited. And I love doing these events because I get to sing with some great people. Now, on the 27th of December, we're going to start the party off on the north side of Chicago in Melrose Park, voted the #1 patio in the city of Chicago. But of course, in the winter, there's no patio, but you still got to go and enjoy the great food, the ambiance. Greg and Jennifer do a great job. Tony Toto will be there, of course, running things, folks. And we got the great Dave Darone stopping by doing his Sinatra stuff. We got Felix Greco coming by and doing some more Rat Pack stuff, singing. We're also going to have Sarah Diana doing some of her classic dance stuff as well. And that show is sold out on Saturday on the 27th at Taverna on Division. And then another party, we're going to bash it up, keep it going on the south side of Chicago. For the very first time, I'll be at a place called Jamos in Mokina. And it's going to have the main event band, Daryl Armistad, Daniel Mundy, Tony Toto, Jerry Jams, Dante Samanti on keyboards, so 2 keyboard players. And then we're going to have some special guests. Louis Pipes will be joining us. Felix Greco again will be joining us. The great Lisa P. will be joining us. It's going to be a lot of fun. And at JMOS, it's 4:30 to 6:30. Sunday afternoon, the 28th, it's actual my birthday, so I'll be 63 years old, but it's good. Now you get to see the concert and all the great singers, and then for $25 per person, you get the Italian buffet, the beef, sausage, peppers, pasta, pizza, and more. It's going to be a lot of fun at JMOS, Sunday, the 28th of December in Mokina, south side of Chicago. New Year's Eve, Avanti Banquets, owned by Chicago Prime Steakhouse and Chicago Prime Battalion. Sparrows is going to put something special for you guys, $150 per person, and you can see the main event band along with Sonia Hicks singing. She's fantastic. The diva herself, she's incredible. But you get steak and lobster, and you get all the great stuff you have to celebrate New Year's Eve, a little open bar and all that extra stuff that comes with it. New Year's Eve, Avanti Banquets on the Barrington area, Fox River Grove area. It's going to be a little fun as well. All right, a couple things. Let's get here. Good news, bad news. We had Kim Peterson LeFew, of course, and Steve, her husband, lost their 2 dogs in the middle of the night. They went out to probably go to the bathroom and they escaped, whatever it was. Melvin and Bernie. After a couple days, they found Melvin, the oldest one, and Bernie was still missing. Unfortunately, Bernie was hit by a car on Route 83. Devastating to what it must be like. I can't imagine losing a pet. I mean, I did lose one. Since I was growing up as a kid, we lost a cat. We had to put it to sleep. It died natural causes. And then Maddie, we had one who died of natural causes too. But when something like this happens, whether you're dog lovers or not, it's the dog to people that are dog lovers. It's our family. And what they must be going through now is horrible. So they have Melvin, but they lost Bernie. So our prayers go out to Peterson LeFew family there, and of course Melvin. And Melvin is home, at least, thank God. And Bernie up in heaven and doggy heaven. And then this morning or a couple days ago, a friend of mine, Susan Marks, her granddaughter or cousin, her dog got away. Bobby escaped over there. The cloth leash broke and it got loose. There was a reward, $1,000 reward, supposedly. But the good news is they found him. So they did find Bobby. So that's good news on that end. So it is what it is. Just to bring these failing pets and everything. It's Patrice, how you doing, my dear? Yeah, Carol, it is. It is very devastating when you lose a pet. And like I said, on this end, Bobby was missing, but they found Bobby at least. And at least they've got Melvin still, Kim does. But, it's just sad. It really is. Packy's in the house. Lilia, Patrice, Ellie Weinhardt, Emo. How are you doing, buddy? Kathy Apolito's in the house. Joanne Lulo, Angelo from Steubenville, Ohio. Mary, I hope you're well. Kathy, Jill, Indiana, Ryan, Kathy, Arizona, Nashville. Nashville's in the house. Kathy's in the house. Richard's in the house. Welcome, everybody, and happy holidays. Carol, you're still in the hospital, but you're watching the show. That means that's a good sign. And our prayers to you, my dear, dear friend. How does it happen? I listen to your do-up show on Thursday. The DJ knows you. And he says hi, and he leaves that in a special video they get. Well, thank you, Emo. Florida, I hope that's doing well for you over there, and I give my best to the doo-wop DJ as well. And we do appreciate that. First time in 100 years, ladies and gentlemen, the first time in 100 years that Christmas falls on 12/25/25. For the first time in 100 years. Some facts here. May Britt has passed away. I don't know if you guys know who May Britt was. She was the girlfriend, and I think became the wife of the late Sammy Davis Jr. May Britt. It was big when May Britt, a British lady, actually, when her and Sammy Davis Jr. got together. The love they had for each other was very cool, and they seemed like they really loved each other. But they both took some bad bashing in the press because Sammy Davis, of course, is black, African-American, and she's white. And I guess a lot of people did not like that in the so-called world at that particular time. It was really interesting too, because if you follow the whole Rat Pack stuff with Sammy, um, everybody gave him the blessing, and everybody loved it that they were happy and getting married. But then all of a sudden, when they found out that John F. Kennedy was going to run for president, Frank had to call his. I don't know how you make this call, but Frank had to pull Sammy aside and says, "Can you hold off on the wedding till after the election?" Because they thought might just screw up Kennedy's chances of becoming president because of the black and white together, which is at that time was nuts. We all know that Kennedy was going to win anyway. It seemed like it was a election that might have been rigged. Thanks to our friends from Chicago. Car crash, somber hit police car. That's not good. Ryan, I know. Thank you for sending me all that news stuff. So May Britt has passed away. Prayers out to the Britt family. If you're into boxing, Jake Paul was knocked out by Anthony Joshua in 6 rounds. If you do follow boxing, Jake Paul, the brother of Logan Paul with WWE. David, what's up, my brother? I hope you and Robin are well. Happy holidays. Baseball in the news. The Los Angeles Dodgers, they spend more money than the Yankees do every year, and they've been doing good by winning World Series. But all the money they spend, folks, do you realize that the Los Angeles Dodgers still owe $1.6 billion to 9 different players? They're going to have to keep paying 9 different players till 2047, ladies and gentlemen. So whether they're still with the team or they bought out contracts or they went somewhere else, 9 players, they owe $1.6 billion, the Los Angeles Dodgers. They have to pay them through the 2047. Holy cow. Holy cow. Hey, folks, let's get to another thing. That's a 27 days, whatever, 20, what is it, 26? No, it's 24 days. Yeah, 26 days. To the Chicago Music Cruise. We are so excited on the NTD Vacations presents Chicago Music Cruise number 3 with Tony Ocean in the main event band and our good pals, the Rockers themselves, Seventh Heaven, baby. And it's going to happen on the brand new MSC World America new ship. We're excited about that, leaving January 17th to January 24th. 7-night Western Caribbean cruise, Miami, Honduras, Costa Maya, Cozumel, Ocean Cay. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com. Put in Tony Ocean. Jump on the wagon. It's time, folks. We still got some room, so come on out. It's going to be fun. Or give Mary a call. Pick her up at call her at 630-688-1725. Say, I want to go on the ocean with Ocean and Seventh Heaven. Going to be a lot of fun. All right. Ozempic. Everybody's taking, Pina, how are you doing? Happy holidays. Ozempic and all this weight loss shots and stuff like that. You got to be very careful with some of this stuff. Make sure your doctor says it's okay. Make sure you're healthy enough to do this. Now there's Ozempic, the CEO, there's a big lawsuit, $2 billion lawsuit, folks. Supposedly with this Ozempic type of drug that they're taking. Supposedly, this lawsuit for $2 billion is a big lawsuit. 1,800 patients, the people who've took this, have went blind. Do you hear about this story, folks? Supposedly, they got a big lawsuit going on, a $2 billion lawsuit. That's big money, folks. 1,800 people have gone blind by using it. Wow. So, be careful. Big pharma, big money, big lawsuit. Carol. So, guys, be careful with that. Carlo Joseph, my friend from Arizona. Bingo, Bob, bingo, and pickleball and shuffleboard. Look, it's 12:20. That means you guys will probably have happy hour at about 1 o'clock and be in bed by 5. So I hope you're having fun over there in lovely Arizona with you and your family, buddy. Hope you're doing well. The Bondi Beach Hero. Now, if you watched that video when that happened, And it was really, I mean, here's a guy with a rifle coming at, ready to start shooting people. And this guy took it upon himself and just tackled this guy. The courage and the hero this guy had. And it was really weird because from what I seen the footage, this guy didn't really give much of a fight. This guy, probably he's got this rifle, this high-powered rifle. He's probably saying, who's going to come at me? And then when you see this crazy guy coming at you, it probably shocked the shit out of the guy. But Ahmed, and I don't hope I pronounce his name right, Ahmed Ali Hurd, 43 years old. He owned a fruit shop. Very, very cool. They gave him a GoFundMe page after he was in the hospital. They gave him a GoFundMe page. Very, very cool. A hero, absolutely. $2.5 million he's already got on GoFundMe page. True hero, a true hero. So thank you for that. It takes a lot of courage these days, heroes. Social Security be gone by 2034. I was asking somebody in finance about that, and not that they knew a lot about it, but what they said was interesting was Social Security never run out, because as long as our kids and grandkids or whatever it is are paying into it, it won't run out for a while. Now, this says 2034. Now, who knows? Something could crazy happen, but everybody that does work pays Social Security. So, interesting. I don't trust Ozempic. My wife, daughter wants her to take it. I say no. Emo, I don't know much about it, but I do know that if you're going to take it, anybody's going to take that drug or any drug, make sure that your doctor gives it the okay. Make sure that you're okay to take this particular drug. Sometimes you still could be okay, but the drug that you want to take would make you not. You just got to double check on all that stuff, whatever kind of diet program you're trying to do. Quick fix. Just be careful with it. That's all we can say. Be careful with it. Be careful with it. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. How about Fox News? A raccoon falls through the ceiling of the Grand Geneva in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Falls through the ceiling, and the raccoon bites somebody in the restaurant. Raccoon walking. I mean, it's sad. It's funny, but it's also sad because the guy got bit, and hopefully he's not sick. But raccoon, gets into the ceiling and falls through into the restaurant at the beautiful Grand Geneva in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Yes, I need more pens, Dick, Alderman Dick. I need some more of these beautiful pens supplied by Alderman Dick Sayed. Say it again with Dick Sayed. Me and my wife use these pens all the time. So, Dick, yes, we can use a few more. Thank you. I thought if you were doing something else, you could go blind. Well, that's... Richard, now that's a myth too. Now, I don't know. I've never tried it like that, but maybe you could be absolutely right. So the raccoon falls through the ceiling at the Grand Geneva and bites a guest. Boy, is that a lawsuit. Not only get your meal for free, but you're going to get a lot more than that. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, brought to you by our good friends from Armando's Supermarkets. 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. The great produce from Armando's. Danny Mazzi and crew do an incredible job. 75 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, December 21st, 1946, It's a Wonderful Life debuted. Still one of my favorite movies, especially Christmas movies. The great Jimmy Stewart. And the whole story, he wishes that, I wish if I wasn't born. It's just the whole movie's fantastic. And even the two cops, Ernie and Bert, that's how the Sesame Street characters got their name, Ernie and Bert, from the two police officers in The Wonderful Life. So for 75 years ago, 75 years ago. All right, the New York Post got one here, according to the New York Post. It's only thing happens, your right arm. Yeah, the only thing happens, your right arm is in pain. Yes, well, unless you're left-handed. Play the lotto. What are the odds of that, folks? That's right. Ellie Weinhardt. What's up, my dear friend? Ellie's going to be joining us on that big St. Jude's benefit that we're going to be doing in May of next year. She's going to be doing the red carpet, playing Joan Rivers. Can we talk, Ellie? Can we talk? Absolutely. Frankie Setta, Chicago entertainer in the house. What's up, Frankie? New York Post. There's a bar in North Carolina that offering free drinks. This is, ladies, I want you guys, if you're in North Carolina, or if you're visiting North Carolina, or if you're going to be in North Carolina, that's right, the New York Knicks win again. Thank you, Ryan. There's a bar in North Carolina. It's called Johnny Dollars. It's a dive bar, but the owner is offering free drinks if you bring in a picture of a man who cheated on you. If you have a picture of a man that cheated on you, when you go to Johnny Dollars, this dive bar in North Carolina, you get free drinks. So what? You would go there, be honest, I hope. You're not just going to show a picture of some guy that you got, stole some picture or something. Free drinks. New York Post says so. I don't know if Boyd's watching today. Boyd, if you're watching, happy birthday. I think to your younger sister, Susan, if I got this right, and your granddaughter, Adriana. Happy birthday to you guys. Christmas birthdays. All right, let's talk about the Chicago Bears. Big matchup Saturday night, Chicago Bears versus the Green Bay Packers. Well, I'm not going to get much into it. The Packers destroyed the Chicago Bears the whole game. Jordan Love goes down. I think that hit should have been a little bit more penalty than it was. 15 yards was not enough. Jordan Love goes down. Melnick Willis, which is the first-round pick, comes in, does an incredible job for Green Bay. A lot of holding calls that should have been, but weren't. The Packers sidelined their heaters, miraculously stopped working. So the Packers players are freezing their asses off while the Bears on the other side are nice and warm. And anyway, the Bears win 22-16 by a throw by Caleb Williams. Just crazy. I was very happy. And then, of course, it was a sad, horrible Saturday for me. So people are going to, it's the Bears being the Bears this season, just winning. Very luckily. They're not a Super Bowl team. I hate some people. They played dirty too. You're right. So does every other team, Boyd. But stop comparing them to the 85 Super Bowl Bears. I've seen so much of this shit on social media. Oh, they're not the 85 Super Bowl Bears. And I was not a fan of the 85 Super Bowl Bears, but they were dominating defense. They were a team. They had many, many players that were fantastic. So stop comparing them to the Super Bowl 85 Bears. They're in the playoffs. Congratulations. Who knows? Green Bay and the Bears could go at it again for the playoff game. So we'll see what happens with that. Elise, well, thank you. Happy birthday and happy holidays to you. Captain Rick, step up. Emo, I always thought that they should make Italian version of It's Wonderful Life where these people would put down the Italians. Yeah, that would be cool to do that. But you know how it is. You got to be careful these days. So congratulations. I'm not even going to say congratulations to the Chicago Bears because I'm not happy they won. That's just me. And you know what's the crazy thing? That's something that maybe somebody could explain to me because they can't. They can't explain this to me. People rearrange their whole life, their whole 17 weeks or 13 weeks, whatever it is, of football. Now, if you're in fantasy football and you keep up on that, I can understand a cool hobby. That's a lot of fun. If you're a guy who likes to gamble on sports and you're gambling on these wins, makes a lot of sense. But to the average guy that just thinks the Bears, it does nothing for you. It does nothing for the individual. It makes your Sunday happy. Well, that's good if that's enough. But some people take so much into the win. People postpone their weddings. People postpone trips because of games. It's a little crazy. Their lucky Love was out, and Dobbs had slippery hands, but there's 2 games. There's still 2 games to go, William. Thank you, my brother. They have to beat the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. So we'll see. Thank you, William. I hope you're doing well. There's no such thing, right? They're never going to be an 85 Bears again. But you know what? With all these rumors now that the NFL is scripted, you're hearing it more. Tom Brady's saying it. A lot of these broadcasters, are they rigged? Look at the 2 years with the Kansas City Chiefs. With some of these plays, even when the Giants, as bad as my team is, with that kick at the end, did they do it on purpose? Who hell knows? Some of these things are calling. It would just be my luck. And look, me just thinking out loud, it sounds crazy. Just bear with me here. The Bears, Patriots, Super Bowl 40-year anniversary. I'm going to call it now. As much as I can't stand the Bears, but the way they're playing right now, or the way their refs are helping them win, or how they're winning at the last minute by playing ugly or winning ugly. If they win, if they go to the Super Bowl and they play against the New England Patriots, it's a 40-year anniversary. Mark my words, you're going to see these idiots do a reversion of the Super Bowl shuffle. You watch. There's still people, they think wrestling is real. Tractor pulls. That's true. I agree with you. But I know wrestling is not real. I love it. I got it. You know, it's a great soap opera. That's why I'm hooked. I watch it. But watch. If they rigged it for the Kansas City Chiefs those years, or then the whole thing with Brady, remember with the Patriots Spygate and the Deflategate, and they get a little slap and blah, 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 blah. It's pretty crazy. But, excuse me, Patriots doing great. They already clinched their division, right? So if the Bears were to get that, and they would do a redo of the 40-year anniversary, just for the ratings alone, just for the sponsorships alone. And then these idiots who nobody knows anybody else. It's funny when you watch, it's just great. Maybe you can play the music for them. No, Rose, that will not happen. But I can see them doing the Super Bowl shuffle and nobody knows anybody else's name on there. But, you know, it's funny when I go to sports bars for watching football, or if the Bears happen to be playing. And a lot of guys that are with me, Jeff or Carlo or Dave Antonelli, if you guys, I know Jeff's watching. I don't know if Jeff's watching, but if Carlo's watching, or Dave, when we go watch sports and the Bears are playing, I look at everybody's jerseys and I don't see anybody jerseys except Peyton, Urlacher, Ditka, Singletary. I don't see any Williams jerseys. I don't see anybody else's jerseys at all of these Bears fans. It's all the 85 or anything. So it is what it is. They can do what they do. They'll never be they can redo it. Just to think there's folks out there that Donald Trump's shitting about us. Hoo-hoo! There you go. Boy, you're throwing the first punch even on the holiday season. And I'm going to let that slide, my brother. Oh, by the way, congratulations. I don't know if you were on the air is your younger sister Susan's birthday, and your granddaughter Adriana's birthday, right? Very cool. So they got to get extra toys and presents because it's Christmas. There's Christmas. All right, so what do we got here? We got that. I'm just in a good mood today, and I know it's because of the holiday. That's why I believe that, folks. And today's going to be the coldest day of the year because I guess the next couple days, it's supposed to be like 55 come Christmas Day, which is kind of weird. Because I like a little snow or anything. It's time for the the JRC Ace Hardware Weather Report, brought to you by our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local. It's Monday, December 22nd, 42 degrees, 38% humidity out there, 8-mile-an-hour winds, and we got a 20% chance of rain between the hours of 5 and 10 o'clock today, Monday, December 22nd. And that's brought to you by our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware Stores. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. All right, another thing. And since my good friend Boyd brought up Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, here's what I don't get, and maybe you guys can help me. There's my buddy Danny Maz. We just mentioned Armando Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin for the greatest produce around. Go see my buddy Danny at Armando's. Ronnie B, what's up? All right, so here, and I wasn't going to mention the politics today, but Boyd, since you started it, here's something I don't understand. I know people who have been friends and family for years. Stand up at your wedding, barbecues, parties, go watch games together, go on vacations together, go through ups and downs with people, go through when people were sick, people that were stuck together, if people needed money, helped each other, and friends like this. And I see this in the world just like that. They will cut ties. It's mind-boggling to me that they will cut ties because one person likes President Donald Trump and the other person doesn't. I mean, to break up families and friends and bands and wow, it's mind-boggling me on both ends, on both sides. It's so sad that it's tearing people up like this. We're going to have debates. We're going to have debates forever, which is fine. I have friends I know that are that hate Trump, and they're still my friends. But it's just mind-boggling how they were like. We were talking about Richard while talking about wrestling. That anyway, I love wrestling. Okay, they don't pay my salary. I have no part. But like Mick Foley decides to cut ties with the organization because they like Trump and he doesn't. It's crazy. It really is. It's becoming a shallow world. It is. Hey, Tony Friday. It was awesome at Chicago Prime. Girls everywhere. I would just get up there and dance, and women would just come to me. Danny, well, you're a good dancer, brother. You're a good dancer. That's it, pal. Well, good for you. Thank you. I hope you had a good time. It's stupid to break a family or friendship over personal opinion. They break up families, folks. I agree. Sad how these people can care for each other and see so differently. Yeah, Boyd, right? It's like Diet Coke. I mean, I know it's weird, or maybe it's wow. I mean, I see it more and more, and it's sad. It's sad because it's breaking people up. That strong friendship. And I know that they say that family is blood, and I got that. And there's a lot of people that family, they turn on each other for over stupid shit, like with mom and dad dies or grandparents die, right? And the money's not split the right way. It can destroy a family. That too, I've seen it happen many times. And then you can have people that are your friends who are closer to you, but it's just sad that it's got to separate like that. Horrible what it's done to this crazy world. It really is horrible. The days are starting to get longer, folks. December 21st, the first day of winter was yesterday. So interesting. What else we got here? My prayers to singer Michael Bolton. Got some daughters put out that he's got cancer. So prayers out to the Michael Bolton. Also, I heard today, I think Richard might have sent me this, Barry Manilow said that he's got some cancer problems. So our prayers go out to Michael Bolton and Barry Manilow. People just getting sicker and sicker all the time. For all you football fans, or if you're Pittsburgh Steelers fans, The great, one of the great former members of two-time Super Bowl champion Phil, Andy Russell, has passed away at the age of 82 years old. He was the heart and soul of the Steel Curtain. Of course, that's what the Pittsburgh Steelers were called back in the 70s. Our prayers there, ladies and gentlemen. Also, Nick Abram has passed away. He was original guitar player for Jethro Tull Band, dies at the age of 82 years old. What's this stuff going on? People for Black Friday, I just heard about this now. People camped out for 6 hours in front of Target. You hear about this? I guess they were giving away free Google bags, whatever it is, goodies that were inside these bags, to sit out for 6 hours. And they were in line for Uno cards. Now, Uno, the card game, is this the new thing now? Is everybody buying Uno cards again? As the young kids getting into this? 6 hours to grab these free Google bags at Target. Did you see any of this stuff? Did you ever sleep out anywhere for 6 hours? Now, look, for you guys that into music and went to go see concerts, Tammy, I lost longtime friend because posted Trump photo and he was elected. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Tammy. That, you know what, and it's sad. The fabric of our country is being torn apart. Yeah, but you know what? We've had Republican and we've had Democratic presidents and this stuff fighting forever. I mean, I couldn't stand Obama. My mother couldn't stand Obama. I know people that couldn't stand Obama, but we're still friends. It's mind-boggling to me how people can separate, just throw that all away. It's nuts. Today, it's the shortest day of the sunlight. Days are getting longer starting tomorrow. Thank you, Richard. Today is the first day, or yesterday was the first day of winter. It's crazy. It's just nuts. It's absolutely crazy. But you guys remember, because I know a lot of you people that go out to concerts and love concerts. Do you remember going to concerts when you get in that ticket, or forget the ticket? How about when it was first come, first serve, general admission, and you're trying to sit the closest? I only did that once in my life, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen a lot of concerts in my day, but when I became Tony Ocean, I barely see anybody anymore because I'm always working on the days that they're there. But before I became Tony Ocean, I was going to see concerts all the time. I remember sitting outside, sleeping overnight at the Uptown Theater to see the Police and XTC. I was mostly there for the Police. Sting, Andy Summers, Stuart Copeland. The first two albums. This was the Regatta Mandata, it was Regatta Mandata, the second album with Message in a Bottle. And so we slept outside. Like we were like sixth person to get tickets for first come, first serve, right? I don't know if anybody still does that. Yes, heard Target 6 hours for Google bags. You heard about this, Ryan, huh? Crazy. General, what's up, my brother? Welcome to Ocean's Pit. Aaron Rodgers did pretty well with the Steelers. Now Aaron Rodgers will go against Green Bay, right? This Sunday, is it? Coming up. If Aaron Rodgers beats Green Bay Packers, folks, he'll be the first quarterback in NFL history to beat all 32 teams. So if Aaron Rodgers, the Steelers are playing Green Bay, now all you Bears fans are going to have to root for Aaron Rodgers. Whoo, that's got to make you guys go ballistic. Anyway, Aaron Rodgers will go against the Green Bay Packers. If they beat the Green Bay Packers, he would have beaten all 32 teams in the NFL, and that is Aaron Rodgers. Albert, great seeing you Saturday and Sunday, my brother, at the Arcada Theater, St. Charles. All right. Our Governor Pritzker raising the tolls 45 cents for all you Illinois people that vote for this garbage. tolls will going. I don't. Good question, Karen. Does anybody? First of all, hello, Karen. Thanks for watching. Does anybody know who was in those Google bags? Good question. Prickster putting up the tolls to 45 cents, raising the tax for the tolls 45 cents. Keep voting this guy in, folks. Dems, liberals out there, keep voting this guy in. More stuff, just inflation, just rob us blind. While our good friends, and that was Tuesday, on Wednesday, DeSantis from Florida, he wants to try to eliminate tolls permanently in the state of Florida. Wow. I did mention the cruise. Boy, I did mention the cruise, but thank you. Oh, I love this guy. I did mention cruise. Anyway, yeah, so let's give. Here's another thing that's driving me crazy. And I've seen this. Guys, people out there. You see, Amazon packages or something, people order stuff. They come to their homes, some stuff, their Christmas presents or whatever they are. And there's these degenerates out there that are stealing Christmas packages or packages from UPS or FedEx from people's porches. My God, what is this world coming to? Another was our friend Lori Strzok, I guess I seen on her page, someone stole their movable Santa in front of the house. They stole the decoration. They stole it. What are you going to do with it? Put it in front of your house? Put it in front of your house somewhere? Yeah, Kansas City missed the playoffs. Can't stand them. As much as I hate the Bears. They're looking lucky, Dennis. They're lucky. The Bears are lucky. That's what they are, lucky, because they look like shit the whole game. And I'm done with the Bears. All right, so anyway, stealing the Christmas or the Santa in front of the house. People are stealing that. People are stealing presents. Come on. It's horrible. Horrible. It's the season, folks. It was supposed to be pretty nice here. Let's see. Fact. Newsflash. Here it is. 36.82 million deer hunters running around with guns. Not one mass shooting anywhere took place. 36.82 million in the world deer hunters. Fact. No mass shooting anywhere. All right, what else we got here, folks? In California right now, I don't know if Kathy's watching. In California right now, folks, gas is $7.25 a gallon or something like that. Craziness. But if you are in the San Francisco area, it didn't say San Francisco. It just said in certain parts of California. You're at a red light and you're looking at your phone at a red light. If you get busted by a police officer, you can get a ticket for $162. They will give you for looking at your phone at a red light. Some people do it because they think they're stopped. So 100, that's in California. People are stupid. They don't listen to what's going on. And they say, yeah, yes, you're right, pal. Yes. Yes, but you haven't talked to the deer. Good point. Good point, there, boy. I'm telling you, you should have your own podcast because you're damn good. It's 44 it's $4.55 for a high grade. Okay, so that's still very expensive, but I know certain parts. I think in LA it was almost $7. Kathy Appolito, how are you doing, my dear friend? I paid $3 a gallon in a busy gas station. Emo $2.47 by my mom in Elmwood Park. $2.47. So Gas is down. Inflation's down. Wonder what's going on at the lower grades gas stations. There you go. Some good news here, folks. Also, Tony Toto, if you're watching, happy 3-year anniversary to your lovely daughter, Christina, and her husband. 3 years been married. Michael Bublé leaves The Voice. I think I've seen The Voice once. I guess he's leaving to spend more time with his family, and Gwen Stefani is rumored to be coming back. For you people who watch that, George Clooney's sister, Ada, has passed away at the age of 65 years old. Let's see. I love this quote. Keep going. In life, we're all struggling with certain things, whether it's job, family, friends. But remember one thing. Friends are always there for you. And maybe even some of our loved ones and some of our friends who are not with us anymore, they're up in heaven and they're rooting for you. They're watching down. I know my dad's watching down on me. Sometimes he wants to kick me in the head. But most of the time he's looking down on me. And every single one of you too has someone watching your back, looking down on you. And times might be tough right now. But they're going to turn around and things are going to get better. So, very important. Very, very important. Let's speak about Bill and Hillary Clinton have took their X account, which used to be Twitter. They took it down for a little temporary time. They don't want to read all the bad comments that'll be coming in, and they don't want to address anything to the public. Bill and Hillary Clinton. Question, you met Priscilla Presley. Why do you think she goes around and meet and greets? Does she need the money? You know what, boy? That's a great question. I met Priscilla 3 times. Nice lady. I think she needs the money. I'm going to tell you, I don't know what that whole, I don't follow the Elvis thing. I wasn't really a big Elvis fan, so I couldn't give you all the details, but I think some lawsuit, whenever the money was given, whatever it was, I think she didn't get a lot of it, or she didn't get enough of it, or whatever it is. So people are still paying to meet and greet Priscilla. And look, and I know people who are Elvis fans and can't stand Priscilla. So, it makes it wonder if you're still doing it. If someone's going to pay you, take the money. If they're going to pay you to do this, any single one of us, if someone's going to offer you something and pay you, and it's like you don't have to give up your soul, and you're going to whatever, you're going to keep doing it. So, nice lady, and I don't know all the details, but good question there. Boy, thank you for that. The New York Post, and maybe you guys can tell me this, and we'll maybe talk a little bit more tomorrow for Twisted Tuesday when Carol comes on. The New York Post says the average kid gets a $52 a month allowance. The average kid, according to the New York Post, the average allowance a month is $52. Now, I don't know anything about this, okay? I don't remember even getting an allowance as a kid. I just got something if I asked for it. Certain things, because my dad wasn't home because he was always working at nights. So I think he had to feel like, hey, let's just give the kid something to shut him up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. $52 a month. Is that a lot? Is that not? Is that crazy? Is it too low? I don't know. Maybe you guys would know. White Sox get Japan player. Yeah, I heard about that. The White Sox got somebody good, Brian. Thank you for that. Karen says $2.67 a gallon, Elgin. Okay. Jill, how you doing? Love right back to you. So $52 a month allowance. So allowance was roof over your head. Good one. Good one, Carol. That was your allowance. Absolutely. All right. What do we got here? All right, we're talking about Chicago sports. Let's do this real fast. But before that, I need to thank the Main Event Band. So nice. We exchanged Christmas gifts on Saturday at the Speakeasy. And I want to thank Tony Toto with the limoncello and the orange cello and the panettone and champagne. And Danny, thank you for that as well, and the champagne. And Jerry Jams, which is very cool. Got me a CD player, folks. That's right, a CD player that you can plug into where you plug in your phone in your car, and I can listen to CDs in my car. I haven't tried it yet. I'll try it in the new year because even I showed my daughter Gianna. She goes, she knew what it was. And she goes, why would you need a CD player? Well, yes, you can look up any song that you want and Spotify. And I got something like that. But you know what? Some of my other stuff is on CD. I have these old radio shows. So the Charlie Chan's and the Sherlock Holmes and stuff I listen while I'm driving. So, but now you can put it on your seat and plug it right in. And very nice. I also want to thank Elliot Winbush from Elliot Ocean's Rat Pack. He got me and Bill a customized. I think I might even have it here. Take a second here. Or do I have it? Yes, right behind me. Check this out. It says Ocean's Rat Pack right there. And then there's a picture of a little thing of Dean Martin. But it's a fishing scale. See that? So you put the fish on the bottom and it tells you how big it is. Very, very cool. And Elliot Winbush got me one of these and got Bill one as well. And thank you so much, Elliot, if you're watching. And thank you guys from the Main Event Band. Just sweethearts that you are. I have your CDs. Well, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, there's guys, you might not know this if you're watching the show, but I do have Tony Ocean CDs that you can get them on YouTube or Spotify. And I release CDs, believe it or not. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So thank you guys for that. Tony Toto, Danny Ramundi, and thank you, Jerry Jams and Elliot. Very thoughtful and very nice. Thank you guys. God bless you. All right. Do you remember being afraid of Santa Claus as a kid? I felt so bad for my little Callan, our grandson Callan. You know, he took a picture and you see him before Santa Claus gets there and he's all happy. He's on this big throne and he's smiling. All of a sudden, the Santa Claus shows up. And I'm going to tell you something. He looked like a little weirdy Santa Claus. Didn't look like this. Now, this is the Santa Claus. When you see him, this is what a Santa Claus is supposed to look like. Nice, happy. This guy looked like he just came from somewhere where, you know, might have been the bottle. It just didn't look right. So anyway, that's got to be traumatizing, right? When you're not afraid when you were a kid, Santa Claus was the thing, man. Santa was the big deal. And, I still love Santa. I still believe in Santa Claus. So that's just me. That's just the kid in me. What am I going to do? All right. We got 2 minutes left. Real fast, guys. Since you guys are watching everything we're talking about, the greatest Chicago teams, either manager or coach. Okay? I want to find out who you think. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. Okay. Here's the top 5 managers or coaches combined for the Chicago teams. Okay. Do you think out of all the managers or coaches, is Joe Madden the best when he was with the Chicago Cubs? Coach Q, was he the best when he was with the Chicago Blackhawks? Ozzie, was he the best when he was with the Chicago White Sox? Philip Jackson, was he the best when he was with Chicago Bulls? Coach Mike Ditka, was he the best when he was with the 85 Chicago Bears? Now, Robert, look forward to seeing you on Saturday too, my brother, at Tavern. Okay, only people that that responded was Phil Jackson. Now, let me just tell you, now I didn't follow a lot of these teams, so I really couldn't tell you who the main guys were because I'm not a big fan of any of these teams. I do like the Blackhawks more out of any of the teams when it comes to Chicago. But I didn't know all the great players to tell you. I know Patrick Kane, whatever, right, with the Blackhawks at that time. Ozzie, of course. So everybody says Philip Jackson, hands down. I don't know. And I'll tell you why. I'm not a Bulls fan, but that's got nothing to do with it. You had Michael Jordan. You had Michael Jordan. This guy got away with murder more than any other player in the NFL. More than Tom Brady got away with murder in football. Now, Phil Jackson was a former New York Knick. So I don't know. If I had to take a pick, only because I know the gentleman, knew the man personally and performed at his bars for years, Coach Mike Ditka. I like Ditka. I always did. Not a Bears fan, but I like Ditka. I hung out with Walter Payton. We did a bunch of his shows. Otis Wilson used to come see me all the time. So I liked Mike Ditka. Phil Jackson had Michael Jordan. I mean, how do you compare it? Did Joe Madden have a Michael Jordan? Well, I guess Q could have, if you want to use Patrick Kane at the time. Did Ozzie have a Michael Jordan? Ditka had Walter Payton, but he had an incredible defense too. Not only did Jackson have Michael, Pippen, Rodman for a couple years there, and then he went to L.A. and he won, but didn't he have Shaq and Kobe with L.A.? Didn't he have Shaq and Kobe in L.A., Richard? So I don't know. They all had their own things, but Matt, put Philip Jackson with the Minnesota Timberwolves and see if he would have won. I mean, you had Michael Jordan, Pippen, and the crew, and then you went to L.A. and you won with Kobe and Shaq. Jackson had to contain Rodman. Let me tell you something. Jackson, and I heard this from Dennis himself, when he came from San Antonio, whatever, and they didn't like him over there. Michael Jordan took Dennis Rodman, and Phil Jackson took Dennis Rodman out when he came to town for the very first time before he started playing. He goes, you can do whatever you want to do on your outside thing, but just be a Bull. So they gave him no shit. He had no leash, Rodman. As long as he applied to what they wanted, and you're playing with Michael Jordan, Rodman was smart and probably one of the best defense guys out there. You can have the best tools in your toolbox. If you don't know what to do with them, you're not such a good mechanic. Good point. Boyd does it again. So to tell me that Jackson was the best when you have Michael and Pippen and all them, and then you had Kobe and Shaq, I don't know. It's a question that's going to be, people are going to argue about it all the time, right? So Dick only had one time, and that's because of Buddy Ryan. Well, good point. Buddy Ryan was very strong. Good point there. So Dick had Buddy Ryan in. Okay, so like I said, very interesting question, and I love when you guys are all your responses. I really do appreciate all that you guys do with your stuff here. It's very, very cool. All right, so we only got 1 or 2 days left, right? We got 1 day left for Mama D's Breads, and I'm not even sure that she can get them to you on time, but they're back. Holiday flavors are back. Pumpkin chip, cranberry, peppermint, caramel, apple. Mama D's Breads. Call my sister Natalie at 847-533-0400. Private messenger, Natalie Bosch, B-O-S-C-H. Last minute stocking stuffers, $11 per bread. Can't beat that, folks. And thank you, our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy a local from Ace Hardware. That's right. Don't forget all the great deals that our good friends from Ace have, especially when you need some stuff, and especially right now during the holidays, folks. You got to get out. Again, save up to $150 on a Milwaukee Pack-Out. Save between $50 and $150 on Milwaukee's modular Pack-Out tool storage system when you spend $199 or more. And don't forget the Christmas lights. Christmas decorations are all 20% off, folks, right to the 24th, Christmas Eve. Don't forget the Carhartt clothes to keep you warm in the summer. They got some great, warm in the winter. And guys, let's not forget the stocking stuffers and Christmas gifts, including the Perfect Pets, the lifelike sleeping pet that breathes. It's a wonderful companion for seniors, children, providing a lifelike, loving ownership experience starting at $35.99. Great stocking stuffer with our friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Now, this week, tomorrow is Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. There'll be no show on Christmas Eve. There'll be no show on Christmas Day. So after Tuesday, we'll be back on Friday, December 26th. And don't forget, folks, we've got Chicago Prime Steakhouse on Friday. We got my birthday bash at Taverna on Division on Saturday, the 27th. And Jamos in Mokina will be a big one, too, with the whole band and a lot more special guests. Jamos in Mokina, Illinois. Don't forget New Year's Eve, folks, at the Avanti Banquets. And January 3rd, we're going back to Johnny's Kitchen and Tap in Glenview, and January 15th, we're going to Positano's twice. Once on the 29th in Oak Brook with Lisa P. And the 15th of December, we're going to Positano's in Wheaton with Daryl Armenstad. So, be a lot of fun. Birthdays for December 27th. Christina Aguilera turns 45 years old. Steven Spielberg celebrating a birthday. Trish Stratus, for all you wrestling fans, turns 50 years old. Tony Orlando, tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree, celebrating a birthday. Alvin Lee from 10 years after. Barbara Eden, Jeannie, turns 94 years old. Mike Lookingland, Bobby from the Brady Bunch. Maurice White, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Mean Gene Oakland. Oh, yeah, Mean Gene. That's right. Would be celebrating a birthday. Jackie, of course, from Ace Hardware. Jackie celebrating. Bobby Keys, sax player for the great Rolling Stones. Rick Nielsen, Cheap Trick. Man, I posted a picture today when we got to perform. We were in Rockford with Moe's Dream Police, my band, years ago, and Rick Nielsen and Bunny Carlos show up to our gig, come up on stage, and we jammed all night. Happy 77th birthday to Rick Nielsen. Or happy early birthday to my friend Gina. If you're watching, happy birthday. Early birthday for you. Jonah Hill turns 41 years old. Peter Criss of Kiss turns 80 years old. And happy 6th birthday to the United States Space Force. It's the 6th birthday. Happy birthday. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching. We're back tomorrow for Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. Guys, buy local, shop local. Take care of all these. Go see some live entertainment. Be kind to one another. It's such a crazy world that we're living in right now, folks. And just because you're offended with this show or any other show, change the channel. It's that simple. That's why you got a remote. It's got a radio station. But just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. But most important, be kind to one another because we need it more than ever in this crazy world. Thank you guys for watching today. You have an incredible Monday. Don't forget to get that last-minute Christmas shopping done at Ace Hardware. Ringo Starr says peace and love. John Lennon would have said peace and love. We need it more than ever. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. God bless you. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same station. Nick Sahajas, the piano man, is going to take us out. Bye-bye, everybody. God bless.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Peace and love, baby. Goodbye, everybody.